If you're a cigar smoker, you probably own a lighter, or more likely, a few of them. One of my favorites is a torch lighter, because it provides a very hot, windproof flame that you could take anywhere. But making them work properly requires a little bit of know-how. So to help us out, we've got lighter expert Les Mann, Executive VP of Colibri. Colibri's been making lighters since 1928. So Les, why don't you start off by telling us the difference between a torch lighter and a standard flame lighter?
Yeah, quite simply, it's all in the degrees of the heat that the lighters can generate. A torch lighter can generate up to 1900 degrees of heat, and a soft flame up to 1400 degrees of heat. So quite a difference in heat.
That is a big difference. Now, there's nothing wrong with a standard flame lighter, especially if you're smoking indoors. But if you're outside, a torch is absolutely essential. Nothing more frustrating than being on a golf course. You try to light your cigar, wind comes and blows it out. That's a problem.
The problem is the wind blowing out your lighter, or the problem having to play golf with you?
Wow, Les, that's really harsh. That's true, but it's harsh.
Okay.
So Les, these are great lighters. They work very well, but they take a little bit of know-how to keep working right. Can you give us some tips on what to do, what we need to know to make them work properly?
Yeah, I'd love to. At Colibri, we found that the two of the biggest issues that we have with misfiring is how to properly drain and fill your lighter with butane, and then using compressed air. So today what I'd like to do is show you very easily how to drain your lighter properly.
Okay.
What I like to use, David, is a small Phillips head screwdriver. If you don't have something like this, you can use a paper clip as well too. But right where the butane goes in the valve, just press down. As you can see, there's butane coming out of there, and more importantly, can you hear the air?
Sure, you hear a hissing sound, you see the butane bubbling up.
And it's real important that you get the air out of the tank. The air is so important to get out of. So I just emptied the tank, and I'm going to do it another time just to hear. You can see a little left over. And what's really important is you see the fuel viewing window is now clear. So there's no butane at all.
So this lighter is absolutely empty.
This lighter is empty not only of butane, but of air.
And it's ready to be refilled.
And it's ready to be refilled with genuine butane Colibri gas.
Okay.
Very pure butane. So again, vertically to the ground, upside down, count to 5, and let go. And then I was just a little pinch for good measure.
Okay.
Now, look at the fuel viewing window. See how it's blue? Your lighter is now all full of butane. What's important is that whenever you want to check to see how much butane is in your lighter, you have to have it in this position, the upside down filling position, not right side up. This is how you loaded your butane. Now feel that.
Okay. Well, okay, it's cold.
It's cold. You know why it's cold?
Why is it cold?
It is cold because this is compressed butane. So it comes out cold into the tank. So what you need to do now is it needs to get to room temperature. So to get to room temperature, we can let it sit here for about 2 or 3 minutes. Or a lot of people, they light their lighter because they got to fire up their cigar right away. I like to hold it in my hands here for about 10 seconds, and this way it can get to room temperature right away.
So what happens if you light it before it's come to room temperature? It won't operate quite properly?
It won't operate it because the butane hasn't set in the tank at room temperature. So now we're at room temperature.
There you go.
And there you go.
So always fill it upside down, always check the level upside down.
Yes.
Okay, so now we know how to drain the lighter to make sure there's no butane and air left. We know how to fill it properly. We know how to check the level. What about the air can? What are we going to do with that?
Perfect. Let me show you what we want to do here. As you see in the lighter, see the burner valves and the tiny holes here?
Yeah, a lot of holes in there. Look
like
little jets.
A lot of jets. It's very important that those jets are clean and clear of cigar ash, maybe even pocket lint and dust. So this is very easy. Can of compressed air over the burner valve. That'll clean out all the dust, all the dirt particles, and more importantly, cigar ash as well too.
Now, how often should someone do that with a compressed air?
What I suggest everyone to do is that when you want to when you need to fill your lighter again, keep your compressed air next to your Colibri butane. That way you're in the habit of doing things together.
Okay.
Now, as far as draining the lighter, unless you have an occasional misfire, you don't have to drain the lighter of air and butane every time.
So now that we know how to use it, I'm going to light up this cigar. So use quality butane, drain the lighter properly, use the canister of air when you refill, and you'll get great results from your torch. Les, thanks a lot for coming by.
Dave, thanks for having me here, and Sorry about the golf comments, but you can always be my partner whenever we play golf together.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, Les.
Thanks for having me.
Light up, everybody.